Hello. Today's date is April the 12th, and I'm giving an update on Bank of America still can't learn. My last update was February 27th, 2012, where we were in process of getting the home loan modification application completed through Bank of America's headquarters located in the Carolinas, in North Carolina. We got right up to the very last minute of the modification and were then told we were not able to process your modification and approve it because we don't have any income listed for you. How unfortunate for us, after another 7 weeks of providing documents, to be told that a computer error had occurred and the income that we provided was not in there. Therefore, we received a letter the day before we were told we would have an answer to the modification that there was no income listed, and we received a telephone call from Bank of America trying to get us to agree to move out of the home. As I said before, this is the same thing we've dealt with for almost 9 months. Lost paperwork, different representatives, cases being taken from our quote unquote assigned account rep. Then once we go through the paperwork and once we get to the process of being approved, underwriting suddenly starts to lose things. There's dead silence between us and the account reps, regardless of the number of times we call and the emails that we send. We get a letter of foreclosure, and then once we start back through the process, we're assigned to someone different. We are now on our fourth designated account rep since this whole process started back in September. However, it's important to understand that this process actually started last January. Bank of America was contacted about loss of a job. Application was made for the unemployment program that was offered through Making Home Affordable. They never would send the correct paperwork. They continued to send home loan modification, nothing about the unemployment. It then moved into a Making Home Affordable plan that was again denied because they stated they lost the paperwork. This is now the sixth time that we have been processing these matters with Bank of America. The latest update is this. We process the information again. There's plenty of money to substantiate income for the property to make a mortgage based on a modification. HUD counselor called on a three-way telephone conversation with us to Bank of America and confirmed that the income was present, confirmed that they had the paperwork, confirmed that they had everything that they needed. It was only 2 weeks later they stated they had none of that information. So it is now April the 12th. The latest update that I can now give is that Bank of America is looking at all of the possible angles that they have in respect to their programs. The issue is they won't tell you what programs that they have. They only state we have in-house programs that we will look at for you. Please resend, reapply, and give us all of the same data that you have given us for the last 9 months. Then you will receive a letter in about 1 week that states the information you've provided is now outdated. Please send us more information. Well, we've done that, and then we receive multiple telephone calls stating, we don't understand where this deposit came from. Can you please go through all of your bank statements and put a note by each one that states what this income is for and where it went? Nothing to do with the fact that the money is in the bank, the bills are paid, and we're waiting to get a modification. Now it is April 12th, and we have a foreclosure date of May 1. We've made 2 or 3 phone calls directly to the company trying to reach our rep at various times, and we're having to give the same story to the next person all over again, who stated that it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter what you send, and it doesn't matter what they state. You will be foreclosed on May the 1st. That is what's going to happen. They have taken more paperwork and more information from us only to disappear again for a week, and then we'll get a call back again that states we need more data. You can only squeeze so much out of a rock. So here we are 2 weeks again from foreclosure, and we get a call and we're told Resubmit this information once more. You have until the 20th of April to get this to us. No, we don't have until the 20th of April to get it to anyone. We will be foreclosed on, which is what they tend to look for. So if you are trying to do a modification, be wise. Document everything that you've got. Send it electronically. Send it certified mail. And make sure you make your phone calls on a cell phone so that you can at least show where you've made the telephone calls and you're acting in what is called good faith. Also found out today that Bank of America has been robo-signing the documents using signatures that they were not authorized to use for those specific means. It's getting deeper and it's getting deeper. Also, information from Bank of America that we provided as far as past communications are not being acknowledged. They act as if they see no record of telephone calls or anything that took place. So the good thing is this: we faxed all of our information electronically. Please do the same. Make certain that you document the names of the people you speak with, because they will change very quickly. They will move you around and suddenly you'll find out you've been moved somewhere else. Also, if you have rental property with Bank of America, make certain that any of your bank accounts reflect the exact amount of the mortgage payment that is put into the bank that needs to go out to make the rental payment. They're nitpicking everything, and they're trying every way they can to discourage the paperwork working, basically. Another thing is you want to make sure that if you have rental property, that Bank of America is looking very closely at the accounts to see if they're current, and the fact that you have a lease, the fact that you have a current mortgage means nothing to them. We have had tenants on 2 properties that we own receive default and foreclosure notices to that property, and the accounts are in perfect condition. The only modification we're trying to make is on our personal home. So we are now threatened with losing tenants because they are getting packages sent to them in the mail. FedEx is left on the front porch that are clearly marked urgent, and could mistakenly, and one did mistakenly open it up saying that the house was being foreclosed on, and now it looks like we're going to lose a tenant because of it, therefore affecting our income and affecting our ability to qualify for the modification. There are several stories that have come out recently about Bank of America using underhanded tricks to get people out of their home, dragging and delaying, telling them that we're still waiting, we can't postpone for you, it's been declined. Remember that they are the loan servicer. They can make that decision to postpone it. They do these things on purpose. They will try to shove it off on Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac or whoever it is that's backing your loan. Don't believe it. Your options are this: contact the Office of Comptroller, the OCC, contact the Department of Treasury, contact the Attorney General in your state. Many have monitors now assigned to oversee these things because of the settlement that Bank of America entered into. Also, you may wish to consult an attorney that specializes in this, as many are having to do now. It is possible that your individual signature is being used under a robo-signing type of thing with Bank of America to streamline their process of foreclosing on you. If you live in the state of Georgia, it's faster than any other state in the United States, along with about 4 others, because they don't have to actually go to court to get you out. The third thing you want to look for is if your mortgage was assumed from Bank of America under the countrywide bailout or buyout, whatever they did, it's very likely that your original deeds were destroyed. That brings into question something very interesting. Can they pursue on a deed that there's no original for? That's something you need to talk to your attorneys about. There are many attorneys now that are actually taking on the role of modifications specialists that are contacting Bank of America's legal departments directly, bypassing the modification teams. They are a sham. They are nothing more than people up front to take your time, drag you along, wear you out, and hope you go away. All I can tell you is don't let them wear you down. Good luck. I'll update soon.